The Christmas Wish on Hot 91.9.
We decided that maybe what we should do for the second wish today is hand it over to the team. So we let each member of the morning show team come up with a wish that they want granted. I threw out a challenge to all the team members.
It was a beautiful challenge. It really was.
That's a lovely challenge
Lovely.
to be able to do. Because we do have some budget in Hot Cares. And I said, okay, I got a wish through, which was actually from my wife on behalf of somebody else. And I thought, let me grant that one. And let me get each team member to be able to grant a wish that they can. So before I get to my one,
Yes.
Samantha.
I've been supporting a young medical student for the past 4.5 years. He was originally a physiotherapist, and he decided he wanted more than anything to be a doctor.
Okay.
So he did the entrance exam to get into medicine. 800 people wrote it. Just over 100 passed. He was one of them, and he got in.
Right.
And for the first couple of years, he worked every weekend to pay for his university fees and his living expenses. His mum's on a government pension. His dad's dead. So he has no family support whatsoever.
Okay.
And for those first 2 years, he worked 48 weekends out of 52 as a physio to pay his way.
Jeez.
But in 5th and 6th year, 6th is next year, this is 5th year, he's just finished with distinction, may I add,
Okay.
you can't work because you're on call on your different blocks. So you can't plan ahead.
Okay. Right.
And we still managed to cobble together enough that he could live each month. But every single month is literally hand to mouth. And he's got a student loan.
Okay.
But what I didn't realize with the student loan was how much you're only paying off the interest until the end of the loan.
Right.
So it's essentially by the end of this year, he's going to owe about 350,000 Rand minus interest.
Wow.
To pay back. And
Okay.
those interest payments that come off his account every month to the tune of 1,000 Rand. 1,000 Rand's not a lot, but when you are, for some people, but for him it is a gargantuan amount.
Okay.
So my Christmas wish is for us to pay his interest payments for the next year. So he can fill his own fridge. Although you know I'll end up doing it anyway.
Sorted. Done.
Sorted. So that's
Sorted.
for you, Ryan Hume. Interest payments for next year on your loan.
Sorted. Done.
Yes.
Simon.
So the wish that I'd like to have granted this morning is for Dudu and Simnikiwe. Simnikiwe's mom passed away this year. She died on July the 2nd from an unknown illness.
Okay.
And Dudu and Simnikiwe's mom, Yandiswa, worked together.
Okay.
And they became very, very good friends. And when Yandiswa died, Dudu said, you know what? I'm going to take Simnikiwe in.
Sure.
And
Sure.
she actually sees him as a second son and a third child. And they've just had an incredibly, incredibly rough year. Dudu is a single working mom and takes time to look after her family financially. She has to help her children, her other kids as well, with homework and all the other stuff that comes with being a mom, and I suppose in this case a dad as well.
Yeah.
So she's embraced Simnikiwe, sees him as her own child, and I just think that they deserve a little bit of a break this year.
So what are we going to do for them?
I'd like to give them 10,000 Rand.
Cool. Done. Sorted.
I'd like to
Sorted.
do that for them this morning.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.
Johnny.
Jim, my Christmas wish is for a very special lady by the name of Chantel Smith. Her income is based on commission. She works as a stylist at a hairdressing salon that's in Kyalami. And talk about a rocky road, Jim. She was diagnosed with a deadly form of breast cancer. And 2 weeks ago, she underwent a mastectomy and lymph node removal. She's currently undergoing treatment. She's the mother of 2 loving children. They dote on her. Cara's 16 and her son Jaden is 10. And she's the breadwinner in her household. She has no one to fall back on. It's truly heart-wrenching. It went from bad for worse. A few weeks ago, her car was written off after a taxi jumped a stop street, and she basically has had to walk to work. And even worse, over that time, her doting kids had to stop going to school. She had to pull them out because she couldn't afford the fees any longer. And despite this adversity, she's a truly remarkable person. She arrives at work, where she works, she smiles, she's never negative or angry, and basically works with no work, no pay. A remarkable person who, like many, doesn't deserve to struggle like this. And Hot Care is stepping in as always, giving back to the community, making a meaningful difference to the lives of those around us. And I'd like to donate 10,000 Rand to Chantel.
Sure.
That really touched you, John. Did it?
It's terrible. You know, I also with kids as well, I just hate anything that's kid related because they don't understand, Jim. And we have kids, and you know we know what it's like, but they really don't understand. And imagine having to pull them out of school. You got no money, got no car, but you still carry on.
Cool. Done. Sorted.
Regardless. Yes.
Sorted, Johnny.
Yes. Thank you, Jim.
Sorted. Karaboibe. Yeah, you see, now you haven't even started and you're already bawling your eyes out, yeah.
Where am I going to start? There's a very special person who works with Hot Cares here at Hot 919, and his name is Abraham. And he has been working with us for a while. Anyway, and what he does is oversees 140 schools between Diepsloot and Cosmos City, and he heads up the ECD program there, Forum rather. And listeners who are familiar with Hlalisakani Playgroup will know that he's been assisting in training the teachers there in Kaya Sands, and making sure that the kids have access to a formal curriculum that will allow them to get ready for grade 1. And you know, he's always giving of his time because it's important, and optimizing the early years of children's lives is really probably the best investment you can make for the children, and ensuring their future success. And he's kind-hearted, he's compassionate, he's honest, and he's always very professional and displays fairness and integrity. So to help him continue what he's been doing for the young kids of South Africa, Hot Cares will be giving 10,000 Rand so that he can continue with his work. Because education is so important to me. My mom's a teacher. And I'm so sorry. And you don't realize how important it is in terms of foundation until you leave school and you're out in the world, because school really doesn't prepare you for the real world. But it just gives you the foundation. And so this is very close to my heart, because both my parents were teachers and my dad was a headmaster. So I'm really happy that we can help Abraham help those young kids.
Thank you, Karabo. Thank you, love. Jeez, I think we need a team hug here at this stage.
Oh, we've still got you. Come on, big man.
There, just read that paragraph there, Sam. That's what started this all. Was the email that I got from Jackie.
Cora Bailey is a woman like no other I have ever met, and I work in welfare. No one anywhere works harder than Cora Bailey from CLAW, community-led animal welfare. And I know you've done a lot of work with them in the past year, helping pets and people in the most impoverished communities day and night. And no one is more humble or modest. You'll never hear her talk of what she's done. Never. It is always about others and what can still be done. Never about the extraordinary things she has done. No work or change can be done in isolation, and she treats everyone and everything that she comes across in her work. She's far too elderly to keep doing what she does. Her calling takes a savage toll on her emotionally and physically. I think it's the coffee that keeps her going.
Yes.
And somehow her joy and empathy shines every single day in a world most would avoid or turn away from after just a few hours.
Yeah, and it's true. She's a wonderful person.
I don't think people realize what CLAW actually does.
Well, I mean, they work, as Jackie said in her email, in the most impoverished communities, and they do incredible work in the communities with animals and with people as well. Now, Cora is a little bit of a coffee addict.
I feel you, Cora.
Yeah.
Take my hand, sister. Feel the love.
Sam is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And Jackie said, my Christmas wish is for a countertop bean to cup mashui for Cora.
Oh, you must give
It's
her
as
that.
simple as that.
Just give it to her.
So, Cora, we are going to do that. We're going to send that to you. And we're also, and it's something that Jackie said, don't give her anything because anything else because she'll just give it away. Because that's what she is like. But, Cora, we are going to make a donation of 10,000 Rand as well to you, just to make sure that your Christmas is as special as you.
Maybe keep some of it for yourself. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you, team.
That was awesome.
Well done. Thank you.
We do need a Greek poet now.
Because Hot really cares.
Really.
That's it from us. We'll be back tomorrow, live from Gold Reef City. Catch you then.
The Christmas Wish. Send your wishes to christmaswish@hot919.co.za.